We're so excited to be here today at Sofitel's Tahiti Aora Beach Resort, which they recently took over from Meridien.
Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Max.
I'm Marin.
And we're Voyager Group. We post weekly videos with travel tips, hotel reviews, and videos from some of our favorite destinations around the world. So if you don't already, consider subscribing. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. So let's jump right into our review.
Our first category is location. Location, we rate 4.5 stars.
Yeah, the location here is beautiful. It's on this picturesque lagoon that's protected from the main ocean. You probably have about almost a half a mile, I'd say, of just pure lagoon that goes all the way out. You can snorkel, there's tons of reef. You're also really only about a 10 to 15 minute drive, depending on traffic, away from the airport, and another about, I'd say, 10 minutes from there to get to downtown Papeete. And so it's just a really convenient location. It's right on the ocean, and this is a great swimming beach. It's actually a swimming beach that a lot of the locals come. It's one of the best swimming beaches on the island, and so it makes for a really cool place to have the hotel.
Overall, we love the location. It's so convenient for what we need. This is also a huge transit hotel for other people going to other islands, so it's a great stopover if you're looking for a few days in paradise.
Yeah, one thing in general about hotels here in Tahiti that you have to keep in mind is a lot of them are transit hotels. So people are on their way to Bora Bora, they're on their way to other islands, and inevitably they're staying here 1 or 2 nights. And so it does kind of affect the way the hotels run and the service. So it is something to keep in mind when you are booking a hotel in Tahiti. Our second category is lobby and check-in.
Lobby and check-in, we rate 4 stars. We arrived here right around 2, 3 o'clock. Our room wasn't quite ready yet, but they were so sweet.
Yeah, they gave us a little drink ticket and they said, hey, go down to the pool bar, wait there, and when your room's ready, we'll call you. Here's 2 free drinks.
Yeah, that was a really nice touch. We also received cold towels and mango juice upon check-in, which was a really nice experience. The lobby itself is grand. It overlooks the property and the lagoon beyond, and it's just a really nice space to hang out. There's also a bar located on a level down from the lobby, which then goes into the restaurant, so it's a really central hub for the hotel.
They have a big water area with fountains that is normally the roof of the restaurant that you can see directly out from the lobby, and unfortunately I think they were going through some maintenance, so all the trees that were normally there had been uprooted and the water, so it wasn't quite as picturesque, I think, as it normally is. But I think when that's fixed and looks how it's supposed to, it's probably pretty nice. So our third category is rooms.
Rooms we rate 4 stars. We're in a panoramic view room with a king bed, which is a standard room type with just a broader view of the property and the lagoon beyond.
Yeah, they also have overwater huts here as well, which depending on your taste could be really nice. However, it is a good thing to keep in mind that you can't actually swim directly off of your overwater hut. You do have to go out and either go to the beach or go to the very end where they have a dock that you can go down a ladder and swim off of, but it's not quite as nice, I'd say, as some of the other overwater offerings that there are in the French Polynesian area.
They also have a category called the luxury rooms. The standard rooms come with standard amenities like a paid mini bar, Lanvin bath products in the bathroom, as well as an espresso with 2 free pods per day per person. Otherwise, you do have to pay a little bit extra. The difference between the standard and the luxury category includes a free mini bar, unlimited espresso pods, and Hermes products in the bathroom.
Yeah, so there's a couple differences to know there, and it's definitely worth noting before you book.
Overall, the room is super comfortable, the air conditioning works great, the bed is incredibly comfortable, barely wanted to get out this morning, and we have a beautiful balcony with some rocking chairs, which is a really nice touch.
Yeah, I think they've done some nice touches in this room. They took it over from Le Meridien Hotel before, and they kind of did what I would call a half renovation. So they kept a lot of the main fixtures and the sinks and the toilets, the bathtub, and then they just kind of added things around them, new mirrors, new lighting. They did some finishing on some of the floors. They added new bed stands, the backdrop behind us. It's all very nice. I think there are some things where they kind of sacrifice the style for practicality though, in the sense that like the bed stands aren't really great bed stands. One of them's like a round stool, the other one's very small, so it's not super practical, which, you know, again, favoring style a little bit more over practicality there. But again, you know, the rooms overall are really beautiful. So our fourth category is service.
Service we rate 4.5 stars. If you've seen any of our other videos from French Polynesia, you know how kind and sweet and genuine the people in French Polynesia are, and it's no different here.
Yeah, everyone's so gracious and welcoming and just running out of their way to the point where, you know, it starts raining and the pool guy like ran over with an umbrella just to cover us which was actually totally unnecessary because we were happy out sitting in the rain. It was nice to have a little bit of a break, but it was just a great experience to have that level of service.
Yeah, and people, it kind of almost feels like they're like your parents, like they're so mothering and kind, and they just really want you to have a great time.
There's a bonding experience that you have with a lot of the staff here where they're just very open and welcoming, and they want to share things with you. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, if anybody can hear that. The woman today at breakfast, like she went and she got me honey and lime and a mixture that she made for her children to see if that would soothe my sore throat. It was very sweet.
Really sweet.
Our fifth category is dining.
Dining, we rate 4.5 stars. We have had both breakfast and dinner here, and we've absolutely loved both.
Yeah, the dinner was phenomenal. It was really spectacular. They do it as a prefix menu where you can get either 2 courses, 3 courses, or 4 courses, and you get to choose from kind of the entree, the appetizer, a cheese board, and then dessert. And so you can kind of mix and match. We really enjoyed it last night. I think one of the coolest experiences for sure was they did the chef's pastry experience, and it was a dessert for 2, and the way they did it was they came and they put a glass table on top of your actual tablecloth, and then they went and they put chocolate swirls and presented the actual pastries and the chocolate like directly onto the table. They just painted
really
the table.
cool.
It was very, very cool.
Yeah. It is worth noting they have one restaurant for breakfast as well as room service. They have the pool bar and the restaurant on the beach for lunch. And they also have 1.5 restaurants for dinner. The restaurant for dinner, that is also a lunch restaurant, is separated by the prefix section as well as a la carte, kind of more bar food, international mix of food.
Our 6th category is facilities.
Facilities, you rate 3.5 stars. We've become accustomed to hotels that have a gym and some other amenities like spa or a shop, but this hotel does not have that. But for what they lack, they do make up for an amazing beachfront and pool.
Yeah, I mean, the property itself is gorgeous. They have all kinds of landscaping and big trees and this lily pond that sits down in front of the restaurant, the breakfast restaurant. They also have this amazing pool that's a sand pool on both sides. It's just, it looks
like
absolutely gorgeous. It's white sand. It has this beautiful blue water that just sits on top of the white sand. So it's very cool. But certainly, yeah, it does lack a spa. It does lack just like a basic shop that has, you know, your standard sundries and other clothes and things like that you might want to buy.
The hotel does seem to throw a lot of events that a lot of locals come to. Like there was a Queen revival concert the night before we arrived, and it did seem a bit disruptive to guests as it was very loud and it was right outside in the courtyard where all the rooms face. But for what the property did lack in terms of shops and other things like a gym, like we said, the beach area and the pool are truly phenomenal. You are a short ride from town, so it's not too bad to get into town if you are looking for some of those items.
Oh, and the one thing we totally forgot was they have great facilities for the water sports as well. They have paddle boards.
So free.
They have free paddle boards that you can use, and then they have a nicer version of that paddle board. So our last category, our 7th category, is style.
Style, we rate 4.5 stars. We love when a hotel kind of takes on the surroundings and you feel like you're really in that place. And I'm saying everything down to like the window stickers that keep you from running right into the door are Tahitian themed.
Yeah, they've done a lot of like really cool Polynesian designs where they've kind of matched some of the lanterns to the bottom of the drapes here. So they really tied it together. And throughout the property, there's all kinds of things, from the outdoor showers that are made out of tiki poles to this really cool style beach that they have, which is something that they took over from the Meridien property before. And so they've kind of mixed what was that I think probably starting to get dated from the previous hotel, and they modernized it a bit. They've added a lot of touches, and I think it really
it's
very
super
cool.
cool.
The only thing is it probably lacks a little bit of refinement and touch-ups, which I hope as this property continues to kind of go through this transition into becoming managed by the Sofitel, that they'll probably be updating things progressively more and more.
Overall, we rate this property 4.2 stars. We have had an amazing time here. We absolutely loved it. The lagoon is incredible. The people are so nice, and we just can't wait to come back.
Yeah, so if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, and be sure to check out some of our other videos from Tahiti as well. We'll link them at the end of this video, and you'll catch them up here in the top left corner, as well as down in the description below. We're on our way to Marriott, and we'll be staying at a couple properties there, so be sure to check those videos out as well. So to follow more of our adventures, be sure to subscribe here on YouTube. You can also check out our blog at voyagerguru.com and on Instagram at voyagerguru. So as usual, I'm Max.
I'm Marin.
And we're Voyager Guru.
See you out there.